Graduands, guests and colleagues, my name is Mary Howarth and I am delighted to welcome you to graduation. I have a few announcements to make before we begin so that you can relax and enjoy the ceremony. Graduands, at the appropriate time you will be invited by the stewards to stand and to make your way to the foot of the stairs, ready to head up the stairs and across the stage. All very straightforward. There are two key things which make for a seamless ceremony. Firstly, as soon as the person ahead of you begins to cross the stage, please make sure you make your way up the stairs. Don't wait until they've passed across the stage before you reach the top of the stairs. Secondly, don't let excitement and pride overwhelm you so much that you forget to pick up your degree parchment after you've crossed the stage. If you do, don't worry, you have still graduated. But don't try to go the other way because you will collide with someone coming in the opposite direction. Instead, please visit the graduation information desk in the exhibition centre where you collected your gowns and tickets 30 minutes after the ceremony to collect your parchment. At the end of the ceremony, graduates are asked to process out of the hall directed by the stewards. Family and friends, the stewards will show you to the exits once the graduates have left the hall. If the fire alarm should sound at any point, please remain in your seats. Instructions will be given and we will escort you to the nearest exit. As graduates, you will join an international community of over 123,000 York alumni across 183 countries. The York Alumni Association is vast and organises many events, networks and services designed to help you make connections with other alumni across the world and boost your career prospects. Be sure to visit the Alumni Association stand and photo booth in the Exhibition Centre where you can pick up your graduation gift and welcome to the York Alumni Association. Following graduation, as you enter the world of work or take up further study or training, please remember to keep in touch with us and let us know what you're doing. Understanding the career choices that you make will help us provide the right support for current students and make sure we offer graduates like you relevant information and opportunities. Finally, please turn off mobile phones and will you all now please stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of York. I declare this congregation open for the conferment of awards. Please be seated.
Chancellor, it is a great pleasure to present to you our honorary graduate, Alfred Brendel, one of the greatest pianists of the 20th and 21st centuries. Alfred Brendel is particularly associated with the works of Mozart, Haydn, Beethoven, and Schubert. In the 1960s, he was the first pianist to record the entire piano works of Beethoven, and since then he has repeatedly confirmed his position as one of the foremost interpreters of the classics. We should also remember that he was a pioneer of Schoenberg, Busoni, and Liszt, contributing in no small way to a positive reappraisal of Liszt's music. Alfred Brendel's interpretations balance acute sensitivity to detail with great attention to larger structures and form. Each interpretation is different. Each is created without assumption or dogma. Despite great seriousness of purpose, his playing also contains lightness, irony, and wit. These are some of the qualities that audiences enjoyed in his live performances at the greatest concert halls worldwide until his retirement in 2008. These qualities continue to be available in his remarkable range of solo, orchestral, and chamber music recordings. Alfred Brendel has described himself as a musician who thinks. Part of this thinking involves a strong interest in other art forms, including literature, art, and architecture. He has been active as a writer for many decades and has published many valuable essays on music and anthologies of poetry. He is extremely articulate about the value of art, which, he says, and I quote here from an interview with Martin Meyer, creates unity, order, harmony in a way that still includes chaos. In extreme cases, the cacophony of the world can become the harmony of the spheres. Art transports us to a better world. At a time when many countries are falling prey to various populist forms of nationalism, Alfred Brendel is reassuringly international. He was born in what is now the Czech Republic and spent his childhood in Yugoslavia and Austria. In the early 1970s, he moved to London because it seemed a cosmopolitan place to live. And those students who are graduating today might be interested to hear that he was not born into a musical family and that his career as a pianist evolved quite gradually. Things don't have to happen overnight, after all. Indeed, Alfred Brendel was a largely self-taught pianist from the age of 16, much to the despair of his mother. And yet, many, many eminent universities have awarded him honorary doctorates. And it is a privilege for this university to join that group of institutions, and in doing so, to make a very strong statement about the value of the arts in contemporary society. Chancellor, for his highly significant contribution to the understanding, appreciation, and enjoyment of European musical heritage, I present Alfred Brendel for the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Chancellor, fellow graduates and guests, As a person who in his younger years never set foot in a university, I'm particularly grateful to be honored in York. My mother wanted me to be an academic with a pension, understandably so, and only forgave me if she really did when I received my first honorary degree at London University. The life and career of a musician is perilous. What is it that makes it possible for a performer to face it? Besides talent, it needs a good constitution, self-confidence and self-criticism, ambition and patience, the gift of concentration, pleasure derived from work, a burning love for the great composers, the readiness, ability and relish of transmitting something to the listeners, a healthy dose of skepticism, and of course, luck. I'm grateful to all who have helped me to stay the course, and I'm delighted to be here today. Many thanks.
Chancellor, encouraging young people to take up roles within the arts today is of primary importance to the nation. The arts can speak to a plural and diverse Britain and allow us to value the individual contribution of all members of our society. These are values which underpin our musical work here at the University of York. Yet, in addressing a skills shortage, our national education system can seem at times to prioritise scientific achievement. There is, of course, nothing wrong with this. The nation needs science and engineering. However, the arts in schools have often become a second cousin to this agenda, and consequently, opportunities for young people are often marginalised today. Vasily Petrenko, whom I have the pleasure of presenting today, has worked proactively to create those opportunities, and furthermore has done so on a significant scale. Institutions such as our nation's youth orchestras face difficult times without support from high-profile musicians. Petrenko served as the principal conductor of the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain, leading many stunning and enterprising programs. One which stands out in my mind was his direction of the NYO's Tarangalila Symphony in the 2012 proms. Such a program would not be possible without believing that young people are capable of delivering the work of the highest professional quality. In mentoring his players to address the considerable challenges of this music, he has created a new generation of audiences and advocates for thinking about music in a broad context. The 2012 prom was a landmark in other ways. Petrenko showed a commitment to developing the music of today with a strong belief that young people can themselves play a part in the future. That program notably featured Anna Meredith's, a York alumnus, Hands Free, a forward-looking piece of contemporary music. Petrenko has brought joy and a sense of advanced discovery to young adults internationally and is currently chief conductor of the European Union Youth Orchestra. Here, he continues to challenge, innovate, and involve tomorrow's generation of musicians, not just by creating excellent performance, but through encouraging them to think critically about the work that they are performing. Music is not a luxury item or simply a commodity to be traded. Yet culture is a large and significant part of our national economy. Music, moreover, is core to our understanding of each other as humans. It encourages expression in ways which are hard to capture in other media, and it provides richness and quality of life to our daily existence. Vasily Petrenko is no stranger to the need to connect music, not as a rarefied pursuit, but as a practical and human concept to communities who can benefit from it. Going beyond contemporary notions of audience development, Petrenko has sought out ways to develop and encourage new types of participation. One such example is his work with the NHS on the Musician in Residence programme with the Merseycare NHS Foundation Trust, delivering musical opportunities over the past 8 years to individuals with a range of conditions, including brain injuries, dementia, learning disability, and substance abuse. These remarkable achievements represent only a small summary of Petrenko's career. He is, of course, chief conductor of the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra, a role which he has developed since 2006, significantly enhancing the community for music within the Liverpool area. You may also have heard some of his regular broadcasts on Classic FM and Radio 3. Petrenko's vision for the future of music seems to be one where very much music is for the people, and applied music. It is that vision that we very much recognise here at York. Chancellor, for promoting the value of the arts and his commitment to inspiring young people with music, it is my great pleasure to present to you Vasily Petrenko for the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Dear Chancellor, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, musicians, it is my great honor to accept the degree from University of York, but I would like to say that conductor and baton doesn't make any sound. I would like to share this with all the bands I'm working around, with Royal Liverpool Philharmonic, with Oslo Philharmonic Orchestra, with European Union Youth Orchestra, and with many, many others. Music is the most international language. Music is a quick link from heart to heart. To understand the music, you don't need to know any other verbal languages. Music is a quick way of expressing emotions. Music is the way how to improve our life. Music is the way how we can feel better, how we can live in most harmonious society, how we can work together for the goods of everyone. The miracle of the orchestra play, when about 60, 80 or 100 people working together and really delivering all their hearts together to the pleasure and to improvements of the thousands. It's one of the great examples nowadays how we all can work together for a prosperous future, how we all can go into the future. I'm always trying to encourage everyone to come to the concert, to listen to the music, and to feel the passion for the art in their soul, in their spirits. It is accessible to everyone. It is eternal commodities. It will stay with you forever. Love music, come to the concerts, bring all your families, bring all your friends. They will always enjoy it, and they will always ask you to come back many, many more times. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biology. For research in vitro skeletal disease models using CRISPR-Cas9, Alice Carstairs. For research in bird conservation and distribution changes, Jonathan Hiley. For research in the effect of ferulation on biomass digestibility, Lucy Hyde. For research in the effect of heavy metal exposure on the bladder, Ryan and McNeil. For research in the role of LRRK2 in the pathogenesis of Parkinson's, Stavrula Petredi. For research in tropical biodiversity conservation, Sarah Scriven. For research in a genetic study of plant cell wall digestibility, Sarah Whitehead. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Combating Infectious Disease, Computational Approaches in Translational Science. For research in protein asymmetry using NMR spectroscopy, Alexander Hayum. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanistic Biology. For research in discovery of lignocellulitic enzymes, Nicola Oates. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Tissue Engineering and Regenerative Medicine. For research in complex systems analysis of immune disorders, James Butler. For the degree of Master of Science by Research in Biology, Bruna Kama. Daniel Jones. For the degree of Master of Science in Industrial Biotechnology, Liam Hallett. Alice Piercy. Greta Sandman. Alexander Satchfield. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Anna Rose Leach. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biology, Alice Smith. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biology with a year in industry, Emily Dutton. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences, Christopher Eilert. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology and Microbiology, Cynthia Breitner.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. For research in green carbon dioxide utilisation, capture and storage, Katie Lamb. For research in GCMS development for atmospheric research, Jamie Minahan. For research in thermodynamics and solvation of protic ionic liquids, Joshua Reed. For research in improving NMR sensitivity using iridium catalysts, Amy Raddleston. For research in assessment of UK emissions from an aircraft, Adam Vaughan. For research in novel analysis methods for indoor air pollutants, Chunting Michelle Wang. For research in biocatalytic imine reduction, Elizabeth Wells. For research in study of protein iron siderophore complexes, Ellis Wilde. For the degree of Master of Science by Research in Chemistry, Roxana Milescu. Rihanna Nelson Ford. For the degree of Master of Science in Green Chemistry and Sustainable Industrial Technology, Rhiannon Allen. Ana Patricia Alves Costa Pacheco. Adel Mohammed Al-Sanbaghi. Rebecca Cowan. Jiang Kwok. Minkang Li. Yutol Liu. Gavin Miller. Matthew Plant. James Randall. Shuting Wang. Huang Yazhu. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Samantha Danby. Thomas Horsley. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Management and Industry, Rachel Crew.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electronic Engineering. For research in exploring the potential of antibody mimetics for the detection of environmental contaminants, Elena Kutsuton-Pompelli. For research in brain functional interactions and network analysis, Siti Bakhta. For research in artificial intelligence applied to communications, Tufeidas Mitskus. For research in SDN-based flexible resource management for 5G networks, Rudrash Shivaratava. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Music Technology, for research in interactive sonification for piano players, Li Chi-sun. For the degree of Master of Science by Research in Music Technology, Jonathan Burton. For the degree of Master of Science and Audio and Music Technology, Alexander DeFeo. Juan Garcia Gonzalez. Daniel Johnston. Ashwarya Kamapaloram Shradar. Panayotis Kompotis. Chong Li. Oliver McIntyre. Hachim Riaz. Paul Roselle Civet. Jack Smith. Elizabeth Wilson. For the degree of Master of Science in Communications Engineering, Bibigul Murakhtan. Na Sun. For the degree of Master in Science in Digital Systems Engineering, Thomas Allen. Li Nan Cho. Spyros Chiatakis. Andrew Conlon. Richmond Floyd. Stephen Harper. Uran Lee. Adam Wilson. For the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Management, Punrud Bunronsayat. Greg Chilcott. Yuji Ju. She Feng. Yiming Gao. Gu Che. Zhedong Hu. Ravak Hussein. Yan Jia. Li Li. Gabriela Mikulkova. Lei Niu. Jan Pan. Xue Ye Peng. Kei Chung Wang. Tomasa Sinduare Sapati. Fan Wu. Xue Ying Chu. Chen Zheng. For the degree of Master of Science in Intelligent Robotics, Matthew Hosier. Jose Rabas. Zhewei Wang. Dingjian Zheng. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Music Technology Systems, Jonathan Sullivan. Joseph White. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Business Management, Thomas Clapwick. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with Music Technology Systems, Jonathan Slade. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic and Computer Engineering, Curtis Shaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ensemble Eonomy will perform Never Weather Beaten Sail by Dr. Richard Shepherd, followed by I Got Rhythm, arranged by Christopher Clapham.
Shines, whose beam our blessed Holy See. Oh, come quickly, oh, come quickly, glorious Lord, and raise thy sprite to thee. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man, who could ask for anything more? I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man, who could ask for anything more?
All my trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him round my door.
I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man, who could ask for anything more? Who could ask for anything more? For anything more. I got rhythm, I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man, who can ask for anything more? For anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man, who can ask for anything more? Old man trouble, I don't mind him, you won't find him round my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man, who could ask for anything more? Who could ask for anything more?
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Corporate Social Responsibility with Environmental Management. Monica Damiuli. Stephanie Ramazan. Elizabeth von Krook. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Economics and Environmental Management, Paola Buffa. James Greenley. Alice McGaw. Richard Wilkinson. Jasmine Willis. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Science and Management, Monica Barcenas Pazos. Louise Bingham. Jack Buckley. Joanne Feltrop. Jack Mann. Daniel McNeese. Bethan Richards. Daniel Speakman. Maximilian Starr. Katie Tinker. Eleanor Woodhouse.
Boris Chuk Fung Yu. For the degree of Master of Science in Marine Environmental Management, Katie Allen. Catherine Ayres. William Carney. Sapphire Cartledge. Hannah de Fronde. Philip Fieldhouse. Katie Hindle. George Hoppett. Thomas Lopes Vieira. Alice Lowry. Lucy McMahon. Katrina McPherson. Daniel Morris. Joe Perry. Tessa Stockdale. Yu Lamthong Isaac.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Music. For research in the dynamics of collaboration, Murad Galloway. For research in musical composition and exploration of silence in music, Ting Chang Lo. For the degree of Master of Arts by Research in Music, Nimishi Iango. For the degree of Master of Arts in Community Music, Li Zhou-Ni. Mao Yanfei. Grace McNeil. Wang Jingsha. For the degree of Master of Arts in Music, Angela Aries. Gaia Blandina. Charlotte Brooke. Thomas Brooke. Bryony Corrigan. Feng Yue. Florencia Freta. Bethany Gilchrist. Gong Shuan. Alexander James. Matthew Johnson. Jack Keegan. Bethany Kish. Liu Jiayao. Luo Jiaqi. Jonathan Lyon. Alice Masterson. Andrew McWilliams. Rosie Morris. Ung King Tong Claire. Mimi O'Neill. Nicholas Perry. Oliver Pickup. Hannah Roger. Leonard Sanderman. Darryl Sharp. Sherdan. Shi Heng. Adam Thomas. Wang Searchy. Wang Yuan. Zhang Wanting. For the degree of Master of Arts in Music Education, Instrumental and Vocal Teaching, Chen Bing Chen. Chang Wu. Ge Chang. Guo Chanxi. He Jiatong. Huang Chouji. Crystal Kirk. Lai King Law. Li Jiaqin. Liao Jieyu. Jason Mitchell. Joseph Siddott. Wang Lui. Wang Tianhang. Wang Zehan. Angus Williams. Xu Weihong. Zhang Xinyuan. Zhou Han. For the degree of Master of Arts in Music Production, Frederick Bailey. Peter Baumann. Christophorus Christofides. Paul Gorman. Marcus Levi Chance. Li Yingzi. Edward Locke. Oliver Sakonas. For the degree of Postgraduate Diploma in Music, Eleanor Audette. Thomas Lowen. Karis Seitzert.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. For research in modelling of shocks from ultra-short laser pulses, David Blackman. For research in quantum diffusion of hydrogen on nickel, Aaron Hopkinson. For research in single-molecule super-resolution microscopy, Helen Miller. For research in elm control with magnetic perturbations in tokamaks, David Ryan. For research in reactive species generation in cold plasmas, Zandra Socha. For research in light scattering by environmental nanoparticles, Samuel Thompson. For research in single-molecule super-resolution microscopy, Xiaokun Zhou. For the degree of Master of Science by Research in Physics, James Keegans. Guanxi Li. For the degree of Master of Science in Fusion Energy, Thomas Bodie. James Cole. Alana Horn. Andrew Jackson. Matthew Kahn. Gavin Kirwan. Alexei Kosygin. Benjamin Law. Oliver Marshall. Carlos Mora Moreno. Adam Nickmat. Alistair Nutter. Joseph Owen. Alan Rees. Christopher Stobart. Stephen Thomas. For the degree of Master of Physics in Physics with Astrophysics, Lauren Herdman. For the degree of Master of Physics in Theoretical Physics, Joseph Hall. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physics, Joe Hay. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Enzo Daghini. Alistair Emmett. For the degree of MA in Global Social Policy, Jonas Wellesley Elliott.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my enormous pleasure to introduce our student orator who will speak on behalf of the class of 2018. Our student orators have been invited to speak in recognition of their hard work on behalf of the student body and commitment to their studies. Our speakers have both pursued the most enriching experience they could during their time at York, as well as giving back to their community. On behalf of the class of 2018, I give you Joseph Willis.
When I came to first write this speech, the first thing that came into my mind was, why did I do a Masters in Theatre at York? I had already previously done a BA in History in York, and whilst I loved every second, what was stopping me from moving to another campus, apart from your standard millennial graduate dread of moving into the real world, of course? Well, initially, and quite weirdly, it was the actress Rachel McAdams. Yes, the famous actress Rachel McAdams, star of such cinema classics as Morning Glory, The Time Traveller's Wife, and of course, Mean Girls. See, she's a personal hero of mine, and when back in June 2016 I found out she'd done a Masters in Theatre at the University of York, I thought, well, that's the place for me. However, in a spectacular failure of research for someone who did an undergraduate in history, when I actually submitted my application, I later found out that she'd studied theatre at not the University of York, England, but the University of York, Ontario, Canada. Thus, I had a decision to make. Did I actually want to go to the University of York to do my Masters? Now, after some soul-searching and at least 5 rewatchings of the film The Notebook, I realised the answer. Yes, I did, and it was down to 3 main reasons. People, places, and things. Firstly, people. The amazing thing about the University of York, always to me, is its people. From students like my friend Tom Barry, who crowdfunded the money to buy me my first suit so that I could actually go to job interviews, to my friend Stephen Clark, who still passed me on my University of York radio demo, even though I kept sneezing all the way through. From my friend Golfo Migas, who, without my knowledge, got people to nominate us for a Student Union Award, to the YCL catering staff, who always put up with my singing whilst I worked there washing the pots. People make the university what it is and why it is the way that it is. Secondly, places. York University has always been a safe space in which to experiment. This is the place where I was given funding to put a horror show on in a rose garden, or to DJ in SpongeBob shorts, where a University Radio Society was allowed to do a 101-hour marathon for charity and only received 2 noise complaints, which were by the same person. Don't think I forgot you, Blake from Derwent. It has always been a place which has been supportive and safe. Well, except for the geese, but the less said about them, the better. And finally, things. Now, this is a bit of a weird one, but the University of York has its little intricacies, which I think no other university has, and which I believe we all genuinely miss. From the fact that we are currently sat in a UFO from the 1960s, to the double glass doors of the seminar room VO44, which I swear have only been built to give tutors a laugh on Monday morning when at 9 AM people smack into them like birds. The University of York is a space like no other, with its people, its places and its things, and I hope that as graduates preparing to enter the dark recesses of the non-university world, you can also look back on the people, places and things that made your uni life so special at the University of York. But, as you do, one word of, well, not wisdom, but advice. Love what happened here, love what it did, love who you met, but don't let it hold you back. Don't live in the past, don't become trapped in it. But instead, use it as the stepping stone, the propulsion to create your future. And yes, I too gagged a little when I wrote that sentence. So, good luck, graduates. Go make the future. Go do great things. Go use what you learned at the University of York to better yours and other people's lives. Go forth, go build, go create. For in the end, you are all Glen Coco, and you all go. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Joseph, for those inspiring words. It's very inspiring words. The student experience at York is like no other. But today it comes to an end for many of those who are sitting in the auditorium who have enjoyed many happy years at York. Can I just say what an enormous pleasure and honour it is to be able to confer those degrees, and to, I have to say, mainly postgraduate students today who have already, many of them, done a degree elsewhere, have come here, done a master's degree. Some of those PhDs providing us with new discoveries and new insights and new knowledge that will drive forward our understanding of nature and of the human condition. And these are the people upon whom the future of the human condition actually depends. And unlike Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, they actually have degrees, which are from the University of York and will stand us all in immensely good stead. So it's an enormous pleasure this morning to be able to compliment and congratulate those of you who are graduating today. It's, in university parlance, those who came into the room an hour or two ago as graduands go out as graduates. It's a sort of magic that the Chancellor is able to exert by virtue of the immense authority vested in me. And it's a wonderful thing, and I know that this ceremony will be remembered for all the right reasons in the families, not only those who have come such a huge distance today to join us here in York, but also those who are watching the live stream, which, by the way, you can revisit whenever you want on our website. So it's very much, it is really seriously a rite of passage. And it brings to mind the story of a graduate some years ago who had come to a graduation ceremony, shall we say, having done his pre-celebration before the ceremony, had arrived very late, sneaked in, dressed as a kangaroo. Now, this is not encouraged, and this is by no means an incitement to others, but managed to get up onto the stage and started jumping across the stage towards the Chancellor. And suddenly, there was a huge cracking, splintering sound, and he disappeared completely from sight. The auditorium was completely hushed, apart from his mother, who said, "Ignore him, it's just the stage he's going through." Now, it's customary for people like me to be old bores and to give pious commendation to the graduating class of the future. Just I wanted to do a little bit of a walk down that route, because I think the interesting thing is the times in which we live, the times which at times seem chaotic and disorganized, that post-war consensus from 1945, but remember what it did. It brought together nations in international collaboration, with the fear of future war driving people to work more closely together in collaboration. It's helped us to eradicate major causes of disease across the globe. Even in recent years, we can think of Ebola and Zika. We know that malaria is on the way out, and I'm fully confident that AIDS is also on the way out, a disease that only 2 decades ago was killing people in their thousands and their hundreds of thousands. So we know that medical science can bring about transformation. We know also that over those decades we've seen a significant reduction in global poverty. In particular, the nations of China and India have brought hundreds of millions of people out of grinding poverty, and with a significantly increasing middle class. But also along this period we've seen, I think, the emergence of deep concern about environmental issues, about the damage that has been done to this environment by us and by our predecessors. And the distorted sense that we have at the moment, where over the past 5 years the United States has invested more than $50 billion. No, sorry, let me get that right. $500 billion in putting right the ravages of unprecedented weather events, when a fraction of that amount could have been converted into renewable energy and a new green chemistry, which I've been learning about this morning, the combination of physics and other technologies to help us to create a new world. So I'm optimistic. There are those naysayers who tell us that the world will be very different. Of course it will be. Those who would have graduated from our ancient universities in the 1830s would not have recognized the railway revolution, which, by the way, put a lot of people out of work, wayside inns and horse tending, but created enormous economic opportunities for the rest of the population. So we're told the new technologies of the fourth industrial revolution, using artificial intelligence, robotics, nanotechnologies, will create massive disruptions in employment. Some estimates are between 7 and 47% of the workforce may have their employment threatened by this. It's a hollowing out, not of the manual labor workforce, but of the intellectual workforce of the middle classes, of the accountants and the auditors and the lawyers. We find artificial intelligence can do these jobs with a much lower cost and to a higher degree of accuracy. And so people, I think, are often pessimistic about the future. And I would say for a graduating class, there has never been a time of greater opportunity. Those billions of dollars that could go into renewable energy will create new fortunes for the Zuckerbergs and the Gates and the other entrepreneurs who are able to capture not just the science, because there's not just one science. The essence of the university is that we can bring the multidisciplinary insights of an institution such as this to bear on the great social and physical and environmental problems of the future. And so the entrepreneurs of the future and the scientists of the future are here. But let me pause for a moment and reflect on those 2 honorary doctorates that I had the enormous pleasure of conferring this morning. I have to say, the names of Alfred Brendel and Vasily Petrenko are born, I think, into the hearts of everybody who is passionate about music. And an enormous pleasure, actually, to have them both here this morning and in person, and to hear them both talk about the passion of music and the joy and the love, I think, Vasily, that you mentioned in your address, was exceptionally moving for all of us to realize that the future is not just in science and physics and green chemistry. The future is in social cohesion. and the future is in those matters that can never be captured by artificial intelligence. I do not anticipate that the great symphonies of the future will be written by computers, but I do anticipate that if they are, Vasily, you will not be performing them with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, so that we know that the human is the critical part of everything that we do, and there is nothing that can match a university in bringing together all the talents of human beings, of marshalling them together and of using them in a collective effort for the benefit of mankind. So as you go from this hall and out into a world which is as uncertain as it's ever been, but probably in historical terms no more uncertain than that which was faced by parents and relatives at their time of their entering in employment, remember this one anecdote, which was the student who had graduated from a very good university, not as good as this, but a very good university in management studies, and he went to the job. He'd been given a job as a management trainee in a major company, and fantastic, dressed up, very smart. Turned up on Monday morning, met the manager, who said, "Delighted to have you on board. We've been waiting for your arrival. Welcome. Now, first task," he says, "here's a broom. Would you please go down and sweep the shop floor?" And the young graduate said, "Well, I think there's been a mistake. I'm a graduate." "Oh, well," said the manager, "I'm terribly sorry. I'd forgotten that. So please, give me back the broom and I'll show you how it works." So there isn't a job out there that's exactly what we want, but there is a lot of education still to occur as we walk out through the gates of the university. And I'm so pleased that so many of you this morning in brief conversations not only complimented me on my gown and hat, but also took a moment to tell me that you were coming back. I'm not sure whether parents yet are aware of this, but the master's degree that is a gateway to a PhD is something that we all warmly welcome. So in conclusion, let me offer first of all our warmest thanks and welcome to all of those of you who have come from so far away. I know from right across the world as also from closer to home. It's a very big signal of your support for family and friends who are graduating today. We should also remember those who were not able to get here today by virtue of that distance, but who are able to observe the proceedings on that live stream. And secondly, to thank all of those who have made this ceremony possible. It doesn't happen as of magic. There has been an enormous amount of teamwork behind it. But what I'd like to issue in particular terms of thanks, and this is on behalf of the graduating class, is to the staff and the academic staff who run this institution, who promote those highest values of interdisciplinarity and of rigor and of research, but also that strong moral support that they give to students to ensure that you didn't drop out, to ensure that you were well supervised, and to ensure that you graduated. May I please invite you to join me in thanking our academic staff represented here today and on the podium for all that they have done for you and for the university. Thank you. And I couldn't possibly let proceedings close without a word of thanks also to the ensemble, Honorary. I thought actually having two such distinguished music honorary graduates today, they did us really proud. So please can we hear some applause for Honorary, our student choir. I am now declaring the congregation closed. Would ask you all to stand, but please join me in congratulating once again the graduating class of 2018.